Hello everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. Today in this video we are going to see how to create Mailchimp subscriber from Salesmate contact. So here my objective is that whenever a new contact is added in my Salesmate, then automatically a subscriber should be created in Mailchimp. And for that I'm simply going to create a connection between Salesmate and Mailchimp with the help of Pabbly Connect. Pabbly Connect works on two principles. First is trigger and second is action. Here my trigger application is Salesmate and my action application is Mailchimp. To learn how to do this, let me take you to my screen. In this video, we are going to see how to create a subscriber in Mailchimp from Salesmate contact automatically. And for that, we are going to use Pabbly Connect, which will help us to automate this entire process. Now, to begin with the process, we are first going to search for pabbly.com/connect. And as we do that, here we have reached the landing page of this software. On my right hand side, you can see two options over here, sign in and sign up free. If you are an existing user, then simply click on sign in. But if you are a new user, then please click on this tab sign up free. It won't take more than 2 minutes. And yes, you will also get 100 free tasks every month. So I'm simply going to click on sign in as I'm an existing user. And here we have reached the All Pabbly application page. Now let's click on access now for Pabbly Connect. And here we have reached the dashboard of this application. And if you want to create a new folder, then simply click on this icon and create a new folder. As I want to create a new folder for my new workflow, so I'm simply going to click on this. And here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name the folder. So I'm going to name my folder as Salesmate to Mailchimp. And after that, let's click on create. And as you can see over here that we have successfully created a folder named as Salesmate to Mailchimp. Now again on my right hand side you can see a tab named as create workflow. Let's click on this and here a dialog box has appeared which is asking us to name the workflow. So I am going to name my workflow as create Mailchimp subscriber from Salesmate contact. And as you can see over here that I have selected the folder named as Salesmate to Mailchimp which I have created just now. By clicking on this drop down over here, you will find all the folders which you have created earlier. Now let's click on create. So as we do that, here we have reached another window which has got us to extremely important events. First is trigger and second is action. Trigger is when this happens and action is do this. Basically, action here is the response of a trigger application. Now my trigger application is going to be Salesmate. Let's click on this. And after that, here we have to select a trigger event. This is the event which will make your workflow start. Let's click on this. And here you will find various options, but I'm simply going to select new contact and it says triggers when a new contact is added. Let's select this. Now, as you can see over here that Pabbly Connect has provided us the webhook URL over here which will act as a bridge between Pabbly Connect and Salesmate account. And given below here are the steps to set up this webhook URL. So I'm simply going to copy this webhook URL. And the first point says log into your Salesmate account, then navigate to the top right icon, then go to setup, sales automation, and after that go to workflow management. So let me take you to my Salesmate account as I've already logged into that. And in my Salesmate account, I'm going to click on the profile icon. And after that, I'm going to click on setup. And over here in setup, I'm going to click on automation. After that, you will see workflow management. And here in workflow management, I'm going to click on add new rule. And now we are going to add a new workflow and we have to enter all these details over here. So I'm giving my rule name as dummy. I do not want to give any description over here, so I'm leaving it empty. After that, I'm going to click on next. And now the step 2 says execute on. And here we have to select whatever we want to execute. So I'm going to select create as I want to create a contact in my Salesmate account. After that, I'm going to click on next. And now the third point says rule criteria. I don't want to select any rule criteria for this. So I'm going to click on next. After that, we have to choose actions. So here in actions, I'm going to click on add call webhooks. And here in add call webhooks, we have to name a webhook. And I'm going to name my webhook as Salesmate contact. After that, I'm going to select my method as post. And here in URL to notify, we have to enter the webhook URL which has provided us by the Pabbly Connect account. So now I'm going to paste that webhook URL over here. So now let's move ahead. Here I'm going to click on body and we have to select a body and I'm going to select as form data. And after that, we have to enter the key and its value. So for the key, I'm going to enter the name and for its value, I'm going to merge field as name. After that, I'm going to add another key by clicking on this plus icon over here, which would be mobile number. And for its value, I'm going to click on mobile. And now I'm going to add another key over here, which would be email address. And now to enter this value, click on this, and after that, click on email. So as we have successfully entered all the details over here, so I'm now going to click on save. And after that, click on save over here as well. So we have successfully created a workflow on the name dummy. So let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account. And there is a note which says, now log into the application where you have added the webhook URL and do a test submission or record so that the data can be recorded here in the webhook response. So let's go back to our Salesmate account again. And now to do a test submission, I'm simply going to create a new contact in my Salesmate account by simply clicking on this new tab. After that, we have to enter all these details to add a new contact, which is asking us for the first name, which would be Smart. The last name would be User. And now let's click on save. And we have successfully created a contact on the name Smart User. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account and check whether we have received a response or not. And as you can see over here that we have successfully received a response, and the name is Smart User, mobile number is this, and the email address is smartuser@pabblytudes.com, which means we have successfully set up a trigger application. Now my action application is going to be Mailchimp. Let's click on this. After that, we have to select an action event. Let's click on this. And here you will find various action events, but I'm simply going to select add new member with custom fields. After that, let's click on connect. And now to connect our Mailchimp account with our Pabbly Connect account, we need to set up a connection. For that, I'm simply going to select add new connection. But if you have an existing connection, please select existing connection. Now to add a new connection, we have to enter all these details over here, which is asking us for the token and the data center. And to find both these details, given over here are the instructions. So I'm going to enter the token API key over here from my Mailchimp account. So let me take you to my Mailchimp account. After that, go to profile icon, and now here in profile, go to profile. After that, click on extras, and then here in extras, you will find API keys. Click on this. After that, scroll on down till the end. At the end, you will find create a key. Click on this. And now to create a new API key, we have to give a name. So I'm going to name this key as dummy key. After that, click on generate key. And now we have successfully generated a new API key over here. Now I'm simply going to click on copy to clipboard. So as I have copied this API key from here, I'm simply going to paste it over here in my Pabbly Connect account. And here we have to enter the data center name, for example, this. So let's go back to our Mailchimp account again. And this is the data center over here. Let's copy this from here. And after that, let's paste it over here in our Pabbly Connect account. So as I've entered the required details to connect our Mailchimp account with our Pabbly Connect account, now let's click on save. So we have successfully connected our Mailchimp account with our Pabbly Connect account. Now let's move ahead. We have to enter the required details over here like email address, and for that I'm going to use a method called as mapping. Basically mapping means to insert the data from the previous steps. So I'm going to map this email address from the previous response which is received through Salesmate, and the email address is smartuser@pabblytudes.com. After that, the tags and the interest groups are not required, so I'm leaving it empty over here. Now, moving ahead, we have to enter the first name and the last name and the mobile number. So as we have received the full name of the user in our Salesmate responses, now I'm going to add another action step by simply clicking on this plus icon over here. And my another action step would be text formatter. Let's click on this. So I have added this action step over here as I want to split the full name of the user. And now we have to select an action event, and here I'm going to select split text as I want to split the full name of the user. After that, let's click on connect. Now here we have to enter the text which we want to split. So I'm going to enter the full name of the user, which is Smart User. And now we have to enter the separator which is required. And for that it says enter the characters. Special characters are allowed or word separator to split the text. For space as a separator, use for example this. So now I'm going to enter space in curly brackets. And after that, we have to choose a segment index value over here, for example this. So I'm going to select all, and after that let's click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here that we have received a response and we have successfully got the first name and the last name separately. And now I'm going to map the first name and the last name from the previous response which I have received through text formatter by Pabbly. So the first name is Smart and the last name is User and the mobile number is this. After that, let's click on save and send test request. And as you can see over here that we have received a successful response, and the email address is smartuser@pabblytudes.com. The unique email ID is this, contact ID is this, the full name is Smart User, and the status is subscribed, which means we have successfully created a subscriber in our Mailchimp account from our Salesmate contact. So now let's go back to our Mailchimp account and check whether we have added a subscriber or not. And as you can see over here that we have successfully added a subscriber in our Mailchimp account on the name Smart User and the email address smartuser@pabblytudes.com, and the phone number is this, which means we have successfully connected our Salesmate account with our Mailchimp account. Now let's go back to our Pabbly Connect account. So as we have successfully set up our trigger in action application and it was a successful workflow, so let's summarize this quickly. Here my trigger application is Salesmate and my trigger event is new contact. Here my action application is text formatted by Pabbly and my action event is split text. Here my another action application is Mailchimp and here my action event is add new member with custom fields. And if you also want to create a subscriber in your Mailchimp account from Salesmate contact, then simply follow this workflow step by step. Hope this video was a helpful one. Thanks for watching.
Not only these applications, but you can integrate many other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any doubt, then you can reach out to us at support@pabbly.com. If you want to ask any query, then you can reach out to us at forum.pabbly.com. If you want to ask any pricing related issue, then you can directly reach out to us at this website. And if you find this video helpful in any way, then do not forget to share it with your friends and please subscribe to our channel to learn more such automation.